Hey folks, welcome back to the EU qualifiers for the second StarLadder Dota minor of this.
Why didn't you start this earlier, KillerPigeon? Look at these picks, man.
I did that, but they clicked this super fast. All right, okay. For those that don't know, Lizard is, of course, yanking my chain, which is different to what he usually yanks. This is the draft where it was left off when the game had to be postponed. So
Exactly.
This is everything that was chosen up to that point. Everything exactly. Turns out, Iseni didn't remember the picks. So nicely enough, Hanskin had a doctored and scripted and edited print screen that he could send across to the Alliance captain. And now, Final Tribe have exactly the draft. Oh, wait, no, they got this draft before. But, as we said at the time, Liz, this is a very good draft for the TFT up to this point.
Yeah, it's a very good draft by both of these teams. Like, Final Tribe, they opened up this draft with Oracle and a Morphling after the Sand King first pick. Alliance, they knew they wanted that Sand King because it's one of the only super comfortable offlaners that they had left in the pool. And instantly, Final Tribe opened up with Oracle plus Morphling because they knew Alliance isn't going to take that Darkseer in the first phase instantly, the second pick, because they don't play Darkseer a lot. They ban out the Lina, maybe Storm. It's a TA instead. All right.
Not too surprising, especially after the dominant performance they just had with this hero.
This morning we were betting on that Storm to be their last pick, as it's really good versus the Oracle and versus the Morphling, but they decide not to. They go with the TA instead, and the TA worked really well too, as they had that Koi Quad jumping across the map with the Orchid super early on versus that Morphling catching him off guard, just taking him down time after time. And yeah, we have a TA on one side. On the other, Chessie is going to be playing that Kunkka as a response to everything that Alliance has got when it comes to their burst damage and magic damage arsenal. You have the Epicenter, you have the Disruptor. That Kunkka with the boat is going to be fairly well. It's going to help them out a lot, the damage mitigation. And also, it's one of those heroes that isn't really necessarily going to win versus Koikwa mid, but he'll do well. And that's pretty much the best you can ask for when you're playing versus a TA.
Absolutely. And, well, this is the weird thing. And people see this matchup and it's deceptive, right? Because, in theory, Kunkka should do well because he can melt through the refractions with the Torrent as his 10 instances of damage. But
Got to hit it, though.
Say again? You got to hit it? Well, yeah, I've got to hit it. But it's not just that. Even if you hit it, you're not going to trade that well. There's still going to be the bonus damage. Like, the TA matchup is weird in that regard, because you'd think that Kunkka has an advantage, but in reality, because you're short range, because you're immediately up against the TA, that pure damage splashing from the side blades occasionally screws you hard.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. I completely agree with you, Mr. KillerPigeon. Amazing analysis and
thank you.
and play-by-play. Why don't people take you to more events? Damn it.
That's,
Why?
That's a question for them, Liz. That's a question for them. You know, and you know what it is? It's because they put us on a panel, and the levels of Kappa Pride, the levels of Kappa Pride that we bring, it would just burn.
Just
them
stop
alive.
it. I gave you a finger. Don't take the whole arm. Just stop it. We're gonna see Hanskin
There's that Kappa
on the
Pride.
Spirit with the Darkseer on that dual offlane. This is the lane that we're, I think, supposed to be watching for the majority of the game.
You sure? You sure it's not gonna be the Templar Assassin versus the Kunkka? Huh? I'm a mid enthusiast. You can respect
Stop
that.
memeing. Stop memeing. That mid lane is gonna be dead. Maybe with some rotations when Kunkka has X marks the spot and Torrent as well, but I suspect it's gonna be pretty quiet on the mid lane, pretty quiet on the top lane. While
Let me just
use the mango.
Wait, who did?
Era, he just used the mango. Yeah, he messed
Oh,
up.
oops. I was looking at Alliance. I mean, you know, Alliance are the ones who throw in the odd interesting occurrence. Not TFT. They're so solid. They're so stable. Right? Oh, this invasion from Alliance, pretty aggressive. They know you can get away with it pretty easily.
Well, they can because they have spin, right? But overall, they should be careful. You have Hanskin. You have the only question is, does Darkseer really want to use his Iron Shells here early on? And Hanskin is gonna run into two of them.
Yeah, but Hanskin, he's going to look to get aggressive. They're going to meet K. The problem is the spin can come out and Hanskin being chased down. A lot of damage will be done. They'll get him low with the Thunder Strike and very far up. But is the damage done? Miki needs one more hit. He is faster and he'll get it.
Yeah.
Back to the runes. Jeep does have his Iron Shell up, but Boxy hits a lot harder, so they'll back away. Mikael won't arrive for that other rune. No Blade Fury for a long time, so he has to be a little bit careful about this. Doesn't get it.
Yeah, Chessy was there, but he got stunned now.
Yeah, Chessie's in trouble. They're going to get him low here. Not low enough, though. He's a bulky boy.
I mean, this is even worse for him. At least if he dies, he respawns early on, and he has that port to go mid. This way, yeah, he's going to port mid, but he's so low. The Oracle... yeah, this isn't great.
And you have to look at this in terms of lane economy, right? The mid, it always can come down to small things like that. And if you've just invested 110 gold, and that's the advantage Qualifier has, that is painful. Because he has to sell straight away.
Most certainly. Like, he's already losing that lane a little bit. And Qualifier also had a perfect block. We have 2 Iron Shell creeps on the bottom lane, but...
well, there's a price to pay for those Iron Shells. This is the weakness of Darkseer. Unless he gets level 2 quickly, he can be punished like this. And now they TP top.
Yeah, the problem when you're playing Earth Spirit plus Darkseer is if you commit to that rune fight, and if it doesn't work out well for you, the whole strategy of the lane, the way you're supposed to play it, just becomes awkward. Instead of creep skipping the first wave, then just pulling and staying behind the tower, you're forced to do some weird shit. And now, Insania.
Getting a little bit weird for Insania. They can't kill him, though, is the problem. The threat of Mike is always looming nearby. And
yeah, at least they did force him back, and they have these 2 waves now. And Jeep is gonna farm a lot. Like, he's gonna get his farm and his levels. So, just looking at that, it's alright.
Yeah, they seem to have got the bearings together. Because I think the big thing to look at with what happened with that mess a bit in the bot lane is it's not a support shaman. That was a core shaman. So you expected Boxy to head straight top to start farming. Now Boxy in trouble getting low. Tiger might give his life. He's got a stick. We'll heal for 1 more, but... oh, no, the far right click! He keeps the range, 1 HP.
He has Fortune's End very soon.
Yeah, he should be able to get him. That's enough. The bar strike. If he timed it perfectly, maybe, but not the case.
Kunkka, by the way, doing really well on mid lane. 11 CS versus 8 of TA, so even though he struggled when it comes to region early on, he's doing fairly well when it comes to TS.
He has made up the difference. And... you know what? I don't feel like I believe you anymore, Liz. Maybe it's because of the awkward way the game started, but you said the Darkseer lane was all we'd ever need to watch, yet we're getting action elsewhere.
Well, now we did have some action.
Let me give the TI worthy analysis, Liz. All right, I'll upgrade you one.
Mid lane.
Follow the Earth Spirit.
The kick.
Yep, kicks back and Qualifier, he's gone.
Yeah, I mean Earth Spirit plus Iron Shell. Name a more iconic duo. Maybe Spirit Breaker plus Iron Shell, but Earth Spirit plus Iron Shell is pretty good too. Goes mid, gets that kill on the TA, who can't really hide behind her little refraction charges any longer. Yeah.
And you probably expect in this like early mid game as we transition between those two over time, 80% of any engagements will probably involve this Earth Spirit. That's kind of the bread and butter.
Insania did a good thing though. He dodged that. He has the kinetic field to work with as well if he wants to survive here, but
that'll throw it down now. And now let's turn around. Jeep, he got baited in here. The spin's going to come out. The Blade Fury should be enough to bring him down. He has no mana. Jeep will fall. If Mike's greedy, Mike, he cancelled the attack. And now it's a panic. He gets the healing ward out. The 2 melee heroes, so he laughs in their face and will stay alive. But he could have had that kill.
He lost a couple of creeps under the tower. He could have had the kill. He didn't get it. He's gonna go back to farming, but most importantly, Earth Spirit and the Darkseer, they did get their hold onto this bottom lane, and they're the ones setting the pace and controlling it now. It's not like before. However, Jeep...
Yep, they're gonna trap him in, and they catch him just in time. He has got the surge, has to use it early though. Is it good enough? It should be. They haven't got a point in the glimpse. It's only a level 2 disruptor.
And another creep lost to the tower as Mickey went back, but they do manage to...
Well, this is something we actually didn't get a chance to talk about, is this combo in lane. You know, Oracle, we talk about how potent of a hero it is, but there's a lot of potential damage and control that comes out from the Shaman Sand King lane.
There's so much damage from the Rasta right clicks, most certainly. Then you have the Aftershock, Taiga with the stun from the Sandstorm. Yeah, it's a difficult lane for Era to position himself properly, unless he's just standing behind Frost. But if he's doing that, then he isn't really contributing way too much to the lane. And Shadow Shaman is just gonna out-CS the Morphling with his super high base damage, at least in the first wave or first 2 waves. So he kind of positioned himself aggressively a few times and he paid the price.
Now the runes are coming up, and you can actually already see the TFT are going to submit rune control, but no. Tiger, the pings come out. Arrow's going to die here. 100%, and Morphling's not even going to move for the rune. Fiery Strike, F-Shock, gets him low enough. The kill
now
does
he's
go to
now he's gonna pay the price with his life and also with the other bounty
Money.
picked up.
Money makes the world go round. Roll out. Looks like Hanskin made his escape. And now the X is there. Chess is moving. He doesn't have the boat, though. He'll drag quick for back. Refraction's down for 5 seconds still. They try and run this off. The Iron Shell probably should have went on the chest instead, but they go for the easy kill. Seni's down. Now they're going to turn around. Blade Fury out as Mike makes the TP rotation. Chessie dies. Hanskin trying to make the roll in, but he's low on HP. He will fall as well.
It's a trap.
And it was a trap indeed.
It's a great rotation by Mike there. Makes them get 2 kills. Both the Kunkka and the Earth Spirit. Shibei, I don't believe he's gonna die.
I don't know how his name is pronounced anymore.
I'm just trying a little bit of everything. Every single time I pronounce that name, I'll do something else.
You know what it is? It's like MSN talking. He's G-Babe. There you go.
Babe, I'll be correct at one of these times, I guess. I hope, at least.
GB? GBB? Jibbe? Jibbe?
Oh, he'd be Hive. If it was Cyrillic, it'd be Hive.
Oh, hi? Okay.
Hive.
Hive. No, we're not going... You've led me down this path before, Liz, and you've been very wrong at times.
No.
Beaver was the best
Era,
one.
however.
Uh-oh. Deep in trouble. Screw Era. They found the bigger kill. Omni Slash comes out. They definitely want it, and they will find it.
Yep, they get the Hebe kill on the bottom lane. However, I never said Beaver. Like, what?
Lies.
No,
I have
seriously,
VODs.
never. Beaver always. Or B. Okay, maybe. You're right. It's pretty much recorded somewhere, so I won't.
Team Spirit ESL Birmingham qualifies.
It's possible. It could have happened.
I'm on to you, Liz. Like a dog in heat.
Yeah, these lanes have been kind of hectic overall, considering there was a Shadow Shaman on that top lane. Era died multiple times. It's very interesting to see how TFT is gonna bounce back after this. It's not that they're doing too poorly, but there's the Shackles.
They can't kill him though, and he has the sentry down. So Tiger needs to be careful. Waveform forward, roll through. Thanking. Didn't quite realize they had that sentry down. When he finds out, they want more. Boxy, he walks straight into the torrent. X, boat. They're not taking any chances. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, there's going to be a kill attempt on the Jeep, and it should succeed, but the surge coming out. They need one more hit. Glimpse back. Balls up. The final hit's there, though. Quick forgets the kill, so it is a trade.
Yeah, you get the Darkseer on one side, you get the Shadow Shaman on the other. Who really comes out on top? Let's see.
He came back into this mess, but they don't pursue this.
Yeah, he likes it. He brews up his little sandstorm there, just sits in it, chills in it. They can't take down the tower. They take down this ward, and overall, they are playing an offlane Shadow Shaman. We do understand that, so the game is a little bit weird.
And, you know, 2 more levels, and then Tiger, in his happiness about these messes, can start wagging his tail and creating a little bit of an eruption with epicenters. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does take it to 6 and you see plays between these two, because you think about the max out Ether Shock with epicenter, you can kill, I'd say, anyone on the team right now, unless it's a Morphling full strength.
I think, like, when it comes to this game at the moment, the biggest difference is Darkseer on one side and Rasta on the other. Like, this Shadow Shaman, he wants to be laning. He doesn't want to be doing what he's doing right now, as he needs Taiga here in order to farm the jungle, right? Now, Darkseer is completely self-sufficient, right? He can just go to the jungle, get his Dominator on his own, come back, make a comeback.
But it's concerning that Darkseer is this much poorer than the Shadow Shaman.
That's definitely true. Like, he did not have an easy lane, and he lost the tier 1 earlier than the offlane Shadow Shaman, which is something that we don't really see very often in Dota 2. So, yeah, interesting.
Now Mike, he almost has those drums complete. In fact, he's just 10 gold short. And expect aggression to ramp up. This has been a very, very popular item amongst Pos 1s and Pos 2s at the moment.
Oh, X, mid, quick.
Going in, both going to come through. Quake going to take a bit of damage, but they haven't got the follow-up right now. Trying to get through. Bar Strike is there. Kunkka still has the boat buff on him, though. Foxy's going to walk away. They're not stupid. They know with this extra damage reduction, it's a bit risky. Tiger trying to escape. Glimpses the Chessie away, and even with a DD and a boat and everything looking great, TFT walk away with nothing.
Yeah, they walk away with nothing, but they forced a lot of rotations to that mid lane. The Morphling is free farming on the top, so every time you look at like a situation as that one, you have to take in every bit of information over the map.
Boxy.
And right now, Boxy is gonna take in.
Yep, the trap. Hanskin, it is a trap, but who is going to be the one to suffer? It looks like Chessie arrived in time. TA wanted no part of that, so Quickfoot will leave. Boxy will leave in a box.
Boxy in a box. Why didn't I hear that before?
I don't know. I didn't even think about it until I said it.
I'm done. It's so stupid, but so great at the same time. Any case, they do take down that offlane. Shadow Shaman, still no Serpent Wards used across the map. I'm wondering if he's gonna start rotating across the map. Perhaps not go top or go mid. He's gonna go top. But if he does, they need to follow up. They need some more heroes on the top lane. They need to make a rotation. I think their biggest power spike is Insania's level 6 right now. And he's waiting for it on that mid lane. Once he gets it, perhaps they can go for Chessie.
Well, they can go from now. The glimpse back. Kinetic Field's there. They don't have 6, but they might have the damage. The boat's coming through. It needs to reach him quicker, though, to reduce the damage. He will get the kill to Disruptor. Mike, there's too many creeps. There's too many heroes. He can't go for the Omni-Slash play.
And that's because he didn't wait for the 6. I told him.
You did, Coach. You did.
I told him. Because of that too early initiation, they catch him, but they don't have the Static Storm. He manages to use his boat. Because of that, the Disruptor falls, but the Kunkka just runs away with the kill.
I mean, in fairness, Liz, he didn't wait fully, but he did get 6 as he died.
Well, yeah. First you need the level, then you go.
Oh, but, the important part is the detail, Liz, all right? These small pieces matter. This is competitive Dota. Small things can make the entire difference.
Small things like having level 6 or not having level 6. Mr. Play-by-player, please.
That's right. One number, one increment is all it takes. And now they might try to make the play again.
There's, like, he has 2 bracers. He has that bottle. He's a really hard kill.
He doesn't have a DD, though. Thank God for that. Yeah. Get him out.
Like, you can see that they're recovering. They're recovering because they have a Shadow Shaman on the offer. It's very peculiar that they decided to put Boxy on this offlane. I'm gonna have to talk to them to see what's up with that, because, like, I understand it can be good, but TFT, they realized it and they just pressured him so hard that he hasn't really been able to do anything, and now Boxy again.
Silence up. Crowd the Hex, but it's too late. Oh, Static Storm goes down to the Frost! He got baited in with the wards down as well. They used the false promise to save his life. The Omni-Slash comes out, bounces across the creep wave. Hands can still be finished off. They're going to be ran down. And on the side, Frost, he will be healed up. No, it's not enough.
He's gone. He's gone.
They didn't get enough in there. And Chessie, that boat is way too late. He'll stun up Qualifier, but the damage is done. He's going to fall. The boat buff ensures the creeps can't kill him. The glimpse is going to come in the kinetic field, trapping him.
And they got him as well.
Beautifully done from Alliance. And it looked like there might be enough heals for a moment.
I just love how I'm flaming him. I'm like, what have you done so far in this game? How have you contributed to your team's performance whatsoever? And then they try to go on that Shadow Shaman, but I have to say, the reason that fight went the way it did is because Insania was there on time to use his Static Storm, and Morphling wasn't phase shifting. He wasn't going into strength. He wasn't morphing strength. Because of that, he couldn't any longer as he was silenced. Shadow Shaman managed to drop his wards, and they managed to kill him even with the false promise on him. So overall, a really good performance by Alliance, realizing that the Shadow Shaman is going to be gone on, and they react accordingly. They cannot pressure that tier 1 on the top lane as they have no wards, but they do take down Roshan and that Aegis instantly after.
And now I'm just going to look like I'm just popping out afterwards, but genuinely, I was going to get to the valid point of why Boxy's on Shaman. And it's because last game, the way they were playing him, right? He's just running in, he just wants to die. The beautiful thing about Shaman, as we literally just saw there, he runs in, he dies, but someone's going to go with him. And Quickfoot, he only just got an Aegis. It'd be a little bit awkward to give over now. Roll through, does connect. Static Storm down. They don't want to give up the Aegis like this, but they might have to. Magnetize is going to tick him down. And on the side, Sand King in trouble. They see everything. And they foresee his death. Glimpse to get Oracle away. Quickfoot going to be glimpsed back, though, as Morphling matches Disruptor piece for piece. Quickfoot's going to go down for the second time. Sure, you get a kill onto the Oracle by the Juggernaut, but now Juggernaut has got an escape plan. He'll go for the TP away. And he'll be stopped. Adaptive Strike comes out, tries to play Fury away. X is there, but it shouldn't matter. Mike still going to get blocked out. That's the one to get him up. No trying to work with those, so he'll be dragged back towards his death.
That was a small mistake because he started porting before he used Blade Fury. I mean, I understand that he was silenced, but he had time to work with. He could have waited 1 second, popped the drums, phases, got onto the high ground, spin, and port out, but he didn't. And Era on the bottom lane, he baited the wards.
Oh.
That's what he did.
Epicenter, power strike in. Frost. Oh no, he's going to move just in time. If you have +1 hero, that's 100% a kill.
Yeah.
If only. And now rolling. Someone else has to pay the price for the mistake. And it's going to be Disruptor.
That should be the tower too. Let's see, it's on 50% HP. They have 1 creep to work with, as Taiga is taking aggro on the rest of them on the top lane. And he's going to defend that tier 1 that way, it seems. Yeah. So he
Guys, I
manage
blew
to
my
get
ult, but at least they got a creep wave.
At least he defended the tower that way, which is pretty alright. It's good.
This is kind of the thing. After losing the Aegis the way they did, Alliance, they thought they were about to just plow forward with momentum. But you got to give credit where credit is due. TFT, they slowed them down so effectively in the last 2-3 minutes.
Most certainly. That creep that was dominated with the Iron Shell took down TA so fast, her refraction charges, and then Earth Spirit rotating in at the right time to finish her off so that she cannot respawn. I mean, so that she has to respawn with that Aegis used, right? Yeah, TFT just responded. They didn't bow down and just get wrecked after that initial fight on the top lane in which they lost Morphling and Aegis. They responded quickly and effectively.
Another big thing to highlight is look at the network difference now. Remember when we said Darkseer is looking pretty poor? He's surpassed the Shaman. I mean, you expect this. Like, usually you're like, okay, that's, yeah,
He surpassed the Shaman.
But
well, congratulations, Mr. Darkseer.
I mean, it was a concern for a while, though, wasn't it? He just wasn't anywhere to be seen. And look at this item that Box is going for next. The BKB. Not Blink, not an Aether.
It's not bad. It's actually good. Like, getting a BKB on Shadow Shaman early on allows you to move in, use that BKB and Shackles. It's alright. There's a lot of position 4s that go for that BKB first before the Blink or Atterlance.
In this game especially, it's pretty effective, right? You think about all the lockdown stances. You just want to be able to shackle Morphling all day long. And now Darkseer is the target. Static Storm goes down. TP from the Earthspirit will be way too late to assist. They'll roll in anyway. They glimpse him away. And now, do they want to re-engage? Frost pokes his head out, but not far enough.
If he does use that port, you have to glimpse him, because if he's porting in, even though his Darkseer died, you have to understand that there's reinforcement coming or they're already there. So if you glimpse that Earth Spirit back, you might fight a fight that's actually advantageous to you when it comes to numbers, right?
Yeah,
you aren't really losing anything.
Memes.
If you go on Earth Spirit, you just most likely are gonna fight a fight that isn't really that great for you and under the tower.
Instead, they'll just take a tower, move away, farm some more, build out that lead, especially on the Juggernaut. It's scary. When we see games where Jug is an item ahead of his counterpart, you tend to be concerned for the opponent, right? It's that type of hero. Just one item ahead, it gives him such a huge power spike with the Omni Slashes.
He has to be. That's as you said, it's that type of hero. You wanna be one item ahead. You wanna be hitting these multiple power spikes at good timings for your team and yourself. And so far, he's been doing all right. He's on top of the network charts too. Mike is quite fine so far. I believe what they are waiting for is most likely that BKB on the TA. That's the next item that she needs to actually fight properly. As with the Blink and Desolator, she's good. She can jump, let's say, on top of this Oracle or someone similar. But as soon as she gets jumped on, she just disappears.
The timings which should coincide nicely between getting BKB and Roche being back up. In the meantime, TFT will strike first. Boxy, a little bit too far out. The Hex is going to be there, buys him 1 or 2 seconds, but he knows how this story ends. The book was written long ago.
Yeah, it's the Boxy in a box once again.
Well, they did have 4 heroes for the 4 corners. You're not wrong there. Just looked like they were getting ready to pass him around. Bat him across the one. X him back to the other. Oh, glimpse. X. Dragged him back. Quick, in trouble. Can't protect him. Static Storm does go down. That should preserve his life. They're going to sidestep, though, and the root comes out. Jeep just in time to set up the kill. 50 seconds.
Insane, yeah. He might get caught here as well with the X.
Oh, no, it's nighttime. Luckily for him, 8 seconds away is daytime, but they're all through.
They're still going.
They get the X. They get the X. They're going in. No way is this 2D. This is 2D. Surely the stun's going to come out. Tiger, beautifully done. The Shackles Morphling saved by the false promise. Can back away here, but they're going to glimpse him back. He needs to get out. No waveform for 4 seconds. The damage will overwhelm and kill him off. They got too greedy.
It's deep. Like, that's way too deep, sir.
An error. He's gone as well. The price must be paid.
What the hell, man?
Every time we compliment TFT, every time we're like, you know what, they're doing great, they're looking fantastic. It's like they hear us and they go, oh, thank you, we can do more, watch this. And immediately they get punished.
I mean, of course you're gonna get punished. They just went under a tier 3, not chasing for a core, but chasing for a disruptor, who already used all of his spells on that mid lane. And I just have to commend both of these teams about the way they played around that pick-off on TA. First and foremost, Disruptor, Insania, he gave it his best to try and save the TA. Glimpse the Kunkka, then use the Static Storm, so there's no instant follow-up from the heroes that are porting in, Earth Spirit and Morph. But at the same time, I just have to say, Chessie, even though he was glimpsed, he managed to use the boat and the X marks the spot and the torrent properly. So he gets TA there in the air with the full combination afterwards. And then Earth Spirit again, just following up with that Iron Shell on top of him. It's such an easy kill. Before that TA has a BKB, she's just free meat for the side of TFT. And once again, it was demonstrated on that mid lane. What happens afterwards is just some brain fart by TFT. I don't know. They just went full YOLO and they paid the price for it. I don't get it. It's just way too much for a disruptor kill. Even if they do get him, it's not worth it. But I guess everyone likes killing Insane. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got such a beautiful smile that you can't compete with.
He does.
The best thing to do is make sure he can't smile anymore. Yeah, he's too cute. DLC does horrible things to people, Tiger. Silent stop, dust reveal. Uh-oh. Can he time it right? No, he can't. No chance to blink away. He's dead. They even bat back a corpse. Jesus, talk about beating a dead horse.
Yeah, he was laying down on the ground and then Earth Spirit kicks him one more time, you know? Just in case. No, not even... He knows he's dead, but kicks him anyway, you know?
Someone call Peta. This has gone too far. But the good news is...
You want to use voice lines? Here you go. Now use voice lines.
There you go. But it's still 50 seconds until Roche is up, right? So it's not too bad to lose the Sand King there.
Yeah, not gonna lose a whole lot afterwards. So. Yeah. BKB has been completed on the TA though, so with that they have another additional power spike on the side of Alliance. They can start fighting again, as you could see that for the longest time now the net worth hasn't really changed. It's 7k in their favor and it's remained that way, but only because they managed to punish some of TFT's wrongdoings, right? It's not like they were making any big plays across the map. They weren't. They were just waiting for their items. And now that the BKB has been completed, the Mjolnir is going to be up on Jug very soon too. They're definitely going to be looking at fighting or taking down this Roche.
Absolutely. And it just respawned. The information will be in the hands of TFT first of all. But Alliance is circling. Okay. Gonna be X'd up. That's how the Blade Fury. He'll just TP out. No chances need to be taken here. All the while, Insane is just in the bot lane. He has the level 2 Static Storm now. Finally, will be taking the Thunderstrike talent. And it seems like a small amount, but 40 extra damage on these Thunderstrikes.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of damage on every single hit, and it allows you to take down creep waves with one Thunderstrike. So it's really good.
Look
at this. A lot of gold out of it.
Look how aggressive box he's playing. He's just trying to fake out what's happening in the Roche pit. They know. The Torrent will scout it out.
I believe TFT is well aware of what he's doing, as he does it every single time.
Kill me. Kill me.
He has a BKB, so he can be that aggressive. Oh, good
roll in. They're coming in. Static Storm goes down, though. The BKB out in time from Jesse, but Hanskin, he can't follow up. Morphling on the side, down to half HP. Epicenter doesn't do enough. They're going to glimpse him back, though. Frost in the wall. Alliance are holding for the moment. They got 2 kills so far. Mike moves in the pit. Omnislice comes out. Aegis picked up by Chesty, though. He's going to get his hands on it. Will he be able to do anything with it, though? He's already lost everyone around him. He's coming back into a mess. Surrounded on all
They're all
sides by
dead.
the force of Alliance, and they will soon all be dead. Jeep tries to do enough with the vacuum. It's not going to be good enough to disarm the last one on TA, but when she is armed once more, she will rip into you, Jeep. Searches to get himself away. Chessie trying to find some veggies of Tiger at least, but he's kiting him out. He goes through the wall. The cheese gets eaten. Chessie is more cheesy than anything else. X to drag them back, but with the shackles, he's dead. He causes some anarchy. He takes 2 with him, but in the end, Alliance still claim a lot of heads.
Yep, they get all of them. Only Darkseer runs away. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say they're all dead for once in my casting career. Just for the heck of it, even though they weren't all dead. But anyway, they take a good fight, Alliance, that is, even though they didn't take Aegis and Cheese. I believe that was a little bit wrong from them, but taking down that Oracle so soon in the fight prevented him from saving anyone, prevented him from saving the Morphling or the Kunkka, and because of that they all fall so fast. And it seems that Alliance is just a better team when it comes to fighting in spots that they want to fight in, right? And then taking the fights the way they want to take them. It's always like they're one step ahead in these team fights. Even after losing that Aegis and Cheese, it just looked like it's a fluke, you know, because that Roshan came out of the Rosh pit with no HP, and Jug, he had to decide to either go in and start hitting Rosh and get low, perhaps bashed even, or use that Omni Slash to try and get the kill and then just right click the items as they fall. He didn't manage to take the items, he dies afterwards, but it doesn't really matter as Alliance just take the fight.
Yeah, and this is the thing about, you know, we talk about Box, he can play that star role or he can play that sacrificial lamb, but the way he's been playing this game is, you know, it's kind of indicative of the way you have to respond to Boxies. You have to outright kill him or find a way to ignore him, but you don't ever want to ignore this guy. As we saw there, right? They know he's baiting, they ignore him, he comes in the side, has some crucial moments with the placement of the Serpent Wards, with the zoning out control. It is that type of hero you have to deal with, and this BKB pickup so early has made that impossible for TFT.
Brings just so much control. That level 4 Hex, you have the 125 cast range. Who needs that Lance when you have it?
Oh,
I mean,
speaking of him, watch this top. Ready? Ready? All right, you can say it now. No, you don't. You want they're all dead moment. I mean, I know it's creeps, but it counts.
come on, man, it's creeps. It's not heroes, it's creeps.
Jesus, creeps have souls too.
Leave creeps alone.
Creeps have souls. Shadow Fiend has proven that.
That's actually true. That's so true.
Something
You're
for you
right.
to reflect on, all right?
You're right. You should create lore with Sir Action Slacks. That's what you should do.
I mean,
Leave the casting business on the side. Just create some lore.
Nahaz did say that listening to either me or Slack come up with patch ideas is torture, so there may be something there.
Could be true. Could be true. I just phase out every time you do it, so I can't really say for sure.
You wanna
In any
know
case,
my idea for Ag's Oracle? Like Slarks, AoE ultimate, baby. Let's go.
Sounds completely underpowered and legit. It should happen.
Get vacuumed. About to get black holed. Just go in. Bam. Like it's a lingering AoE, right? So you blink into the middle of a black hole and save everyone's life. Uh-oh. Frostlife won't be saying, oh god, Omnistat's going out. I mean, he wasn't exactly full agi either. Mostly.
Yeah, they were thinking about should we go, should we not go, and then like to hell with it. He just goes in on the slash.
They baited in the rest of TFT. They're going in right now. BKB, Boxy going in. Looking for Oracle. We'll get rid of him now. Chessie in trouble. The Burrow Strike locks him in. He's got the boat, but hasn't had a chance to use it just yet. He's just going to try and fight. Finally, he'll get the boat out. He'll take one with him, but Mike, he's going to dance Kunkka into his grave.
Double kill for Boxy, double kill for Jug, and that's just the story of this game so far. These two players have done an outstanding job on carrying this Alliance team on their backs, in this particular game at least. And now, with that Basher, with the Mjolnir, with the Desolator from TA, they just are going to make quick work out of this tier 3, perhaps even the Raxes. Seems like they're going to go back and be a little bit too disciplined the way they like to be, but overall, considering they used all their big spells, I can't really blame them. Taking down shrines is just as important at this part of the game.
And you got the Kunkka buyback, which is pretty hefty. Like, if you come back into the base again, you know, if this boat isn't there, then actually how do TFT defend themselves? Looks like Boxy... What's he gonna go? What do you think he goes for next here, right? Because you got the BKB, you got the Blink. Do you double back for the Aether Lens now? Oh, no. He's going Yules.
He's queuing up Yules. Yeah, he's queuing up Yules. another way of dealing with the silence, another way of dealing with Kunkka if he goes in with X marks the spot. So you can prevent him from out pushing and delaying your push all the time. Yeah, it's not a bad pickup.
Looks like Kunkka wants to go here. He's going to blink aggressively. Mike is waiting nearby. No Omni slash.
Mike just wants the bounty, that's it.
Roll in, does connect. They're going to bat him back.
He's going to go
as well. He'll TP away. Good luck ever killing a Juggernaut. Actually, he done more damage to Earth Spirit in that engagement.
I expected him to do the ballsy move, spin, go for the bounty, and then TP out, but yeah. He just does the safer one, goes back. So far, Frost hasn't really impressed me with this morphing, I have to admit. In the last game in which they played versus Alliance, the first game of the day, he just got caught off guard so many times. In this game as well, they're finding ways of killing him. Some very easy ways and as well. I just don't feel his impact in the game that much.
Well, you might feel for him. 1-4-10 is looking a bit rough. He's not exactly feeling rich, either poorest of all the calls on TFT. And it should be pointed out that things will continue to ramp up. They will get worse because Mike is already level 22. Level 23. Oh, Stomp, vacuum 1 or 2. Wall goes down. Guardian Greaves. Gonna heal them up. Look to fight. But there's Dominstash coming out, doing a lot of work. Disruptor will fall, but the damage is already being done. Morphling is down. Darkseer is gone. The boat through won't be good enough because the BKBs are activated. Epicenter zones them away. They might look to re-engage.
It looked like a good initiation. Darkseer goes in with the vacuum into Centaur Stomp with the wall. It looked good, but they just don't have the damage necessary to take down this Jugger fast enough. And if they don't, he just turns with the Omni Slash, with the TA there, hitting with the Dazzle, hitting with the Orchid. They just all disappear.
It should be pointed out. They just saw him. They just saw him. Error doesn't have a TP to get back into his base, so they're just going to go. X is out. Chessie doing a lot of damage. They're going to kill him. Going to be close. Aim shot, and he's gone.
He's just gone.
The only good news right now is Boxy doesn't have the mana to drop the big, scary level 3 wards. He will soon, though.
Do you need the wards though?
Yeah,
like,
for the next lane.
For the next lane, but there's 90 seconds without the Kunkka.
That's true. You could just finish this game right now.
You could finish it, exactly. Morphling is up with buyback very soon. But there's not a whole lot he can do on his own. It's all about Alliance, and do they really want to go for that top lane? Perhaps they're worried Kunkka has buyback.
Well, they know he doesn't, right? Because he used it previously.
Exactly. Okay, alright. And the wards are there. Here we go. Boxy waiting for Mickey to take aggro.
Well, Frost. Here's how the healing ward. That's great. Doesn't work on buildings though. Surge. We'll get Darkseer away just before we get silenced. But it's gonna be mega creeps if you don't stop this right now. Mickey barely feels it. BKB on a box. He's chasing him right now. Power strike through. Static Storm as well. Frost stuck in alongside Sheep. And now they can just run him through. Morphling's going to go down. And it looks like it might be over. That false promise is not going to achieve anything. When your false promise goes dark, the game's already over. GG comes out. Alliance dominate Group A with a 2-0 victory over Hippomaniacs. Another one over TFT. And that means there's everything to play for in the final best of 2 between Hippomaniacs and TFT.
Yep.
Kings of the
Pretty
North.
solid performance by Alliance so far. Like both of these series, they just proved themselves that they are really the team to beat in this particular group, that is, and Hippomaniacs and the Final Tribe. Final Tribe looked a bit better in that first game. In the second one, they had a couple of good rotations, but every time they grasp the game properly, and every time they start doing these right moves, they just ruin it with some random bullshit. Like they go onto the high ground to catch a disruptor or some stuff like that, or they try to go for that super tanky Boxy early on in that early game, and they lose the Morphling. Then Morphling just dies way too many times. I think Alliance, they played properly, they played well, but it feels like that's all they did. It doesn't feel like they were truly tested hard. In that first game when they were playing versus Sniper, it did feel that way. In this second one, not exactly. They just dominated.
Absolutely. And as a result, Alliance, they will make it through to day 2 guaranteed. But now we have an awkward scenario. Or is it awkward? Maybe it's more entertaining this way. Maybe it's more clutch, and maybe it's a little bit more scary, and you just like that. That's right. It's going to be the Final Tribe versus Hippomaniacs up next to decide who will be joining Alliance in the second day, facing someone from Group B. Everything to play for. Best of 2. Anything could happen. In fact, I don't know if they're going to up it to a best of 3 because, well, in theory it could be, because if it's a 1-1, then you're going to have a tiebreaker anyway. So a best of 2 becomes a best of 3. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to see if one team is just outright better than the other.
So it's a best of 3. That's what you're saying.
Best of 3, no matter what, is what we're saying. Maybe with a coffee break somewhere in between. But you can have a little coffee break right now before we come back with that final series. Stay tuned.